Hello everyone. This is Koizumi from Tomo Koizumi. Now in Milan. I'm coming from Tokyo. I'm in Chiba. Born and raised. And now I live in Tokyo and work on policy. What we are doing. Vary about my policy. I think it's influencing. For example, when reading a novel. Even the wording. An old photo book. Go to an art museum. Close to me. From everything, get inspired. My current job. My mother was the reason for my decision. My mother loves fashion very much. Do what you want to do. Thanks to you for always supporting me. I think I am who I am now. I'm making a dress. Very. A timing that brightens your heart. That is because, on second thoughts, have someone wear it. Make you happy. The person who saw it, I feel like my heart is satisfied. When you can feel the moment, it's the happiest moment. I came to Milan last December for research. Designer Dominic Dolce as Hanagapana I was able to meet on the spot. For example, this time at the show archive exhibition ideas for. I received it from both of you. Just a fashion show. In addition to doing, I can show you more than that. Like, if you make a suggestion, I'm very happy. My new one. Action in 3 words. For example, color usage. Fun. Hope? I think so. I am about myself. Dress designer. And, as an artist, I hope. I recognize developed techniques to paint. Rough flow paints. There is a technique too. But using it. Use the dress as a canvas first. Pure white. After finishing it as a canvas. I want to finish it head first. Float on. I'm trying to do everything. Material selection and start at the same time. Well, I guess it's not like this. Step on the top rather than getting on with many things at the same time. While proceeding. Give shape. That's what. Put yourself on. I went in. Just a little like that. What do you mean? Well, what do you mean by sketches? Of the genre. What I was wearing was also from past archives. From the drawing. Let yourself be inspired. I thought it would be a fun atmosphere. To give it a more artisanal look. Well, first of all, this. The look is 3 pieces. 3. It has a peaceful appearance. So let's take a look at each piece. As you complete it one by one, when these 3 pieces come together, like together, so that this harmony comes carefully. Out. Jacket. In other words, wear short ruffles and then paint over it. The rest is, well, originally, the sleeves. This is what happened. There. Open it. So. Add a ruffle here to make your arms look better. This is it. Logo school of the 18th century. From the drawing of a long dress. Inspired. I got it. And also on the upper skirt. In between. Across the frill. Make it even more voluminous. Is good at. Ended on September 10 Fashion Week Tokyo. In the 2023 Spring-Summer season. Announced JFW Brand Award 2023. Won the first Grand Prix. Taimi Funayama. Thank you for coming. Mr. Funayama is in August. Award on the 29th. He said he went. That's it. Next Brand Award 2023. Koizumi the designer. To Tomo Taka. Thank you for coming together. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Even more. Congratulations. Mr. Funayama announced at the same event, Tokyo Fashion Awards was also awarded. Mr. Koizumi, Fashion Prize of Tokyo, was awarded to those two sides. From now on, everyone who want to follow in, dream of becoming a designer. For those who have, I would love to hear from you. Thank you very much for your support. In 3 decades, ask a question. I'm thinking of going. At first, how did you become a designer? One person at a time. I would like to visit you. Well, first of all, Mr. Funayama, please. How I became a designer. I think it goes back quite a bit. It goes back to the shins. If you go back a lot, long ago, late at night on fashion news, etc. I think I did it. Thank you. Saw it. Sorry. Elementary school it. Since I was in high school or junior high school, in fashion, I started seeing it. At that time, neighborhood stories are very popular. I really like clothes. I vaguely dream of becoming a fashion designer. I started having by the time I was in junior high school. That's what I'm trying to do. My feelings for high school students. I chose the reinstatement. I also have a vague feeling of wanting to go abroad. There it is. After graduating from high school, I went to study abroad right away. It's been about a year since then, a bit of a setback. I came back too. I studied abroad in London. After coming back, I'm thinking of studying in Japan again. To smudge upon, come in. It's quite school-like. Fine work. To get a job at a company. Great focus. At school, me too. I want to have my own brand. I don't know where to start. That's also the point. There it is. Get a job at a company to gain experience. The first time I worked for a company was the beginning. As for Mr. Koizumi, myself, my parents have an influence on me. My mother really likes fashion. When I was 5 or 6 years old, I'm very particular about what I wear. Never a wealthy family. It wasn't though. Something. That kind of attention to detail. Particular about fashion. That's the point. When I was little, there was a lot from becoming a teenager. What you wear, I started buying it myself. Something. The rest is pretty much the same. I'm from Chiba, before the internet became popular. Because I am from the generation of I want more information. When I was watching TV or a magazine show, etc. High fashion, I learned about the world of there is a world like this. I want to be involved as a second-year junior high school student. From there, vaguely the world of fashion I want to go to. Let's take a look and see. Create or something like that. Or rather, basically. I've come this far through while experiencing various workplaces. I feel like I came here even if both of them. I love fashion. I understand though. Designer right away. There are a lot of things, aren't there? Fashion industry. I'm the media. I'm not a designer. I thought so. In my case, my relatives too. There were a lot of media outlets like World that. And I mean, come with a great bang. From their nature. Overseas, the idea that something can also be applied to. It became. My friend is. Well, something like that. Of course, fashion design itself. I liked it. I really like magazines, fashion photography, etc. Styling. I also really like things like that. I want to work in a magazine. I think it was when I was in high school. I was making it. Clothes. So. Senmen school. If you end up going to. Only for those who make. I guess I can't go. That thinking in the narrow knowledge at that time. So more. While teaching myself to make. General. I have to graduate from college. Can't get into the publishing house. I thought so. Didn't I? Since I had such a head, I'm thinking of going to college for now. I am interested in art. In the department, commuting from my parents' house. I went to college, and as a result, it might have been good. If I went to a vocational school, I should have learned technical things and such. I think there is, but on the contrary, I can do it because I there are free ideas and such. I have experienced my own. I think you have experience. That's result. I think it was good in terms of the target. designers, and such. People who were affected. If you come, I'd like you to tell me. There are a lot of them. Overseas, Vivienne Westwood, Lexander McQueen. Find things like Asdialaya to the body. Focus to the people who are making clothes. Affected. In Japan, after it was Mr. Kawakubo or an infant. A little closer. Tomasa-sen and others. I'm also very influenced by. I also really like moving my naturally hands. From there. One birth. Drawing and work related to painting, even in terms of designer. That's what. It might have been floating. Certainly me too. After all, I've been into even art if since I really like it. The making of more SpongeBob House. I really liked it. That's why. Really clothes. Even when I have no idea how to make, I bought a sewing machine for home use. And imitate. Make something like remake your own clothes. From something like that. Chimes noon. I've started it, so it's true. With no basics. My curiosity. I feel like I came first. I wanted to ask you something else. What I thought was interesting. Both of them. Straight to the fashion school, isn't it? Jumper. After studying something abroad, like going to university, I was studying university. But what about it? But you went to London. Language study abroad. The other side too. At least a fashion school. I was heading towards. That's right. I agree. There. I dropped out of school midway through. I did focus for a while. Local. A really new brand. While interning, etc. Fine. Really experienced trying to accumulate. I agree. I see. I was sent to the other side. That's now. A place where you are kept alive. Do you have it? I was about 18 years old, so. Morse. Something. Japanese. Until now, I only knew Japan. This is where it hits hard. It doesn't seem to be the center. Me too. We're almost the same age. What has been affected is quite close. I think it's okay. But myself too, London. I made a brand for young designers. Like McQueen. John, Kelly is better. I liked it. But designers of that generation, to the one with the most momentum. I wonder if I'm really influenced. I think that. After all, I've been spending all my time in Japan. You must have been influenced. I mean, even things are like Kakubo-sen and others. The brand in this Gearson. What is influence? I didn't know you were taking it. There are places where you can understand. Sir, that's fine then. The story really has momentum. Especially since my mother was my boyfriend. Major Galion or something. That's right. So that's really why. Of course. Maybe on YouTube. I think there was. But now. After all, I don't think I did. Fashion show videos. Or something. So even if you just look at the momentum is transmitted. It's something that comes to mind. At that time, I was greedy or something. I really want it. When I was a teenager, I think I was doing it a lot. Mr. Yama. In terms of fine body lines and women's beauty. In the sense of showing off, like the Borch I mentioned earlier. I really understand. I feel like that area is already. I feel the impact. I feel amazing. Structure. Like corsets. I mean the making of. Form or hardness. I really like it. How about it? Modern. Let's drop it a little. Something like that every time. Focus. I am doing it. That's right. You can wear it wearable. That's also the place. I feel like it's important. Japanese people can wear it as an interpretation. There are things that are necessary, right? Next, the designer. Occupation. Now, we are to people things that are considered important as. I would like to ask you something. Important things. Important things. I don't have this. Amazing self. or to what is finished. Perspective. To be really strict. I thought it was really important. It seems like this is enough. Things, maybe. It really doesn't sound like anything by ourselves. If this is the case, it seems like it's okay to put it out. The line to hold high. Something like important is fine. As a brand, we do. Well, quite a bit. Here, I'm going to get right to it. This correction is not good. Let's remake it. Just a little time. It costs money, but that something kind like of places. So as not to compromise. There are quite a few people watching. First-class beer. The media is very because there are many. To those people. Something not to be ashamed of. I am also conscious of that. Ichiro. Quite a sample. I might remake that kind of thing. Is it like doing it many times? Ichiro. That's right. And tie the one that came up once. Fix it or something. Can you fix that? It's like repeating things quite severely. I am really rent a small brand. Tens of thousands around the world. I think there are things like that. Among them, myself. Think about what you can do at the time of something already. In an era when trends don't match. Things that only you can make. I am this. Strongly what you're playing with. Keep it simple. That's what I mean. The strongest. I thought it might resonate because there are. It is to make it not shake. It's difficult. I think it's important, let alone, like myself, for smaller brands. After all this, if you dabble in various things, the message, because I think it will shake. I'm going with this. By going out strongly. Somewhere. Even if it's a niche. Just stick it in somewhere. With the feeling of being to the world. It feels like you're announcing towards. Of course I think you understand. To pursue that. The frill part to the end. There were many variations. Rito. Color and stuff. Spraying or something. I've been hit. But something after all. Wow, the fashion industry is spinning. Until now. I think that's good, but the sustainability part. What? Is that what you mean? I will continue without difficulty. In terms of that part. You every time. Idea. But with so much density. Things that are not rather than going out. It's the same idea every time. Boiling down more and more. Like increasing the density. Even if you have a brand. I think it's okay. I'm interpreting it myself. Really a brand. It's part of diversity. In any work, there is a way to. There are various brands. I wonder if I can embody it a little. I thought after. Heavy. I might do it, but when designing, things to be careful about. What I'm trying to do. I'd like to ask you a little more. Though. Be careful. That's right. You're being careful, in the case of our brand. Do I want this? When people. What can't be imagined? I won't make it.